Hello everyone, hopefully you can hear me. Company over right now. I'm on my knees. So for today's video, I'm currently taking a break from reading for 1 week for personal reasons. But the plan is to reorganize my bookshelves. So hopefully you guys can just come along with me, listen to my random rants as I do this, because I just put up 2 new shelves. So that's very exciting for me. But yeah, it's gonna be a little bit of awkward camera setup. I'm so sorry, but I do not have an overhead light in my room. So literally the lighting is gonna be so bad, but let's pretend it's not. Because we can't. Also, I have people over, so if you hear them in the background, like my parents do. Sorry, that sounds really weird. I'm like, leaving people I have over to go film a video. Like, no, that's not what's happening. That's not. But there are people in the background. And you can probably hear children screaming, but it's okay. Everything is good. We're gonna do this. But the point is, the books I own are literally overflowing onto the floor and on top of each other, and I have a loft bed. Anyways, but it's like stacking up, but the thing is the shelf does like not continue. So anytime this like moves, the books move. So we definitely gotta like fix that. Also, I have a whole like box set on the floor. Okay, we're gonna go from there, and I'll take you set you up in a few different locations as I move. I guess. So yeah, and it'll be random figuring it out together. Okay, I think this is the best. We're gonna get camera wise. So my plan, I think, is gonna be to go by genre, because right now I got the rainbow thing going, which is very aesthetic, and I'm honestly sad to leave it, but like most people, like eventually it just gets inefficient and I just don't know where anything is. So yeah, I may actually end up putting you like on my floor or something, camera wise. Not okay. Anyways, you know what I mean. Because it's gonna be like really awkward, like watching my back the whole time. So actually, yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Okay, I think I've determined that this is the angle I'm going to go with. So yeah, fantasy. So probably this is gonna be like, oh, this is gonna take a lot more work than I thought. It's okay. Oh, I left my hot tea over there. It's okay, it's steeping. I'll get it in a minute. Okay, so yeah, I'm just gonna start grabbing books, fantasy books, and stacking them. Yeah. My Keeper of the Lost Cities books stacked. This is a really long series, guys. There's literally like, there's a whole another book coming out this year. And they're all like, they just progressively get longer. That's making me really nervous. So I'll probably do their own shelf, honestly, maybe over there. But yeah, I don't know if you can see my face. We got I'm really just getting series out right now. And then going from there. And some of these, I don't know, like, to do just fantasy, or if there needs to be like a little sub-genre of maybe like a fantasy, like modern sci-fi-esque vibes, because Keep It the Lost Cities kind of like where fantasy mixes with the modern world is what I'm kind of saying, because it's what Keep It the Lost Cities does. I guess Land of Stories would technically be that, but like, I don't know, it feels, you know, yeah, it definitely would be that. But then you got like pure fantasy books like Dance of Thieves and like Woven Kingdom and We Hunt the Flame, and but then you got things like this that's giving more like Harry Potter vibes, if that makes sense. I was considering making like a little myth fantasy collection, because I have both the Magic Steeped in Poison series and both Percy Jackson and Heroes of Olympus. So I think those both fit into like a myth category. Obviously, Percy Jackson does. But I think Unwanteds could go in that category as well, possibly. I don't know. It's just giving myth vibe more than like straight up fantasy. Does that make sense? Like, it doesn't come from myths. It's giving that vibe. And hey, it's my shelves. I can do what I want. Oh, this is gonna take a long time. Wait, I think I just made a decision, because I've got so many that are like fantasies that are like young adult fantasies. So I think I'm gonna split that up too. So I'm gonna do like things like Dance of Thieves, We Hunt the Flame, like Caraval, and like maybe like Powerless, like separate those by like series and standalones, and also like My Grey Shivers, and then separate that from things like Land of Stories and Keep Your Lost Cities, which are more like middle grade. Yeah, I think that's gonna be a good way to like mix the fantasies up. And then I also got like some fantasy like retellings that are like Christian books, but they're like fairy tale retellings by Melanie Dickerson, but I wouldn't call them fantasy. So I think I'm gonna put those. I think I'm honestly just gonna give those historical things because they really feel more like a historical fiction than anything. Because like there's like it's a fairy tale retelling, but she doesn't use magic. Does that make sense? Yeah. So this is taking a really long time. Yeah. So I think I'm gonna just find like the kids-ish fantasies and put those together. Because there's so many, it's definitely gonna need to be stacked. So I think I'm gonna use this shelf for those. So I have one shelf done, yay! But what ended up happening was Land of Stories and Keeper of the Lost Cities were not enough to like complete the entire shelf. But luckily, I forgot about another kids fantasy series that I had that is The Green Ember by S.D. Smith. Fantastic series, by the way. So I ended up putting that up there as well. But I'm so excited that I like have room now because now I can like display books because like Keeper of the Lost Cities covers, hardcovers especially, like because they're not broken spawns because they're so thick. But I can like display covers now and I'm super excited for that. Also, I have like 2 very important books to me, 3 actually, out on loan right now. So I don't know how I'm gonna like, it's Catching Fire, I've loaned to a friend, as well as We Were Liars and The Brothers Hawthorne, which I love all of those books really a lot, and these people have not returned them to me and I'm about to get really upset. But 2 of them I know are reading it. The other one just keeps forgetting to get to me. So hopefully I get all those back. I always get so nervous like lending my books out. Like I'm like never gonna see them again because it's happened on multiple occasions. Yeah. So I don't know if I should split my fantasy up. I'm trying to think which ones I want to like display the most because those will probably go on those shelves. Okay, I have a lot of Holly Black books. I'm trying to think like the ones with the prettiest covers. I think I'm gonna do my young adult fantasy over there because then I can display them and I like them a lot. So yeah, let's collect those and then move over there and see how we like it. And we can always move it if we don't. Yeah. Okay, so these are all of my young adult fantasy books. And honestly, I may have underestimated how many of them I had. And this is not even including the ones that I just didn't want in this category of fantasy. So yeah, these will probably take both of the new shelves, which I don't know if I want them to, like, but I don't want to separate the genres. Or do I? Like, but they do have the prettiest covers. I think I'm gonna do it. I think I'm gonna take both of these new shelves for these fantasy books. Oh, my cup doesn't even, oh yes, it has it on both sides. I was like, my cup doesn't even look aesthetic. Anyways, so yeah, I'm gonna put you up a little higher and get a little time-lapsey of me putting up these books. And then we'll head on to the next shelf. Oh my gosh, guys, I think we did it. And I'm honestly so proud with how it came out. Like, I can display books. Like, I'm literally so happy. Okay, this is great encouragement because we have 3 more shelves to do. Let's go! So I think my process thought-ish is due, because I still have some like fantasy ones that are giving like modern crap. Okay, I need like a myth section. Maybe then put my other like random fantasies that I just didn't feel like fit with those. Then I need a sci-fi section, a young adult, a dystopian, and then probably a mystery. Make sense? Hopefully. Okay, let's try that. I think I want this to be our sci-fi dystopian shelf. Here's the real question. You know what? No, it's just purely sci-fi. It may be fantasy, but it's sci-fi. It's sci-fi. Okay, and these are definitely pretty. I want to show them off. Okay, trying to see if I've grabbed dystopian. Guys, I need to save room for catching fire, but how am I supposed to do that when it's not here? Okay, obviously not gonna be on that shelf anymore. Did I already take it off? Lunar Chronicles, darlings, where are you? Okay, here's one. Oh, more dystopian. Perfect. Okay. Cinder. That's the 4th book. That's a prequel. Maze Runner. Hunger Games. Second one. Insurgent. Allegiant. Where's Divergent? It's probably right behind me. Actually, it's not. Scorch Trials. Ballad. Kill Order. I don't have Fever Code, and I like just don't want to spend $13 on it, so that's why I haven't gotten it yet. Okay, Death Cure. I would call that sci-fi. Ooh, that too. Okay, Renegades. Calm your blood down. Okay, so wait, this is the second one. Guys, sci-fi may have its own shelf. Okay. Yeah. And then, wait, would you guys call this sci-fi or dystopian? Does it like say the genre? Because that would literally be so helpful. You know what? I'll look it up. But I think this is more of a dystopian. Okay. Frick you. Wait, is the selection? Guys, I haven't read it yet. Is the selection like a dystopian? Okay, I think that's all of the Lunar Chronicles. So we can at least put that. Where did that go? Okay, Cress, Scarlet, Cress, Winter, you. Those are for sure sci-fi. I know I have more. Guys, wait, which I just bought. So excited. I actually love this book. It was one of my 5-star reads of last year. And so I just got the sequel. So I'm super excited for it. And Veronica Roth never disappoints. Though it took me a long time to start reading her books again because Allegiant left me in pieces. Okay, I'm gonna start doing this, find out the genre, those other 2 that I was questioning, and yeah, let's get to it. So I got this shelf done, but yeah, so I just like set the Hunger Games sideways, and that way, like, and they're stacking, so like when I get Catching Fire back, I can put it there. Sorry about the hard shadows on my face. So yeah, I think the top shelf is gonna be like my myth shelf, and if I have space, historical fiction. Actually, the reason I started filming was so I could unbox this with you guys, because I haven't even got it out of the plastic or looked at the covers. Super excited. I actually started this and I read the first two, but never got past those because my library did not have them. So yeah, so here's the box. Very fancy. Super excited. And then eventually I'll get Trial of Apollo, obviously. Obviously. Oh, the box is a little damaged. That's okay. I think the books are intact. Is this a bad idea? Oh, no, they're pretty sturdy. Oh, please do not fall. Oh, they're so pristine. I don't know if I like these covers, guys. I kind of do, but kind of don't. Does that make sense? Here's the Lost Hero. They're like really modern. This is so weird. Ooh, I like this one. Son of Neptune. Okay. Okay. Mark of Athena. This is the one I have not read yet. Oh my gosh. I don't know why that just clicked, but that literally like looks exactly like this random character that was on a webtoon I read like last night. Anyways, that was super random, but that's what my ADHD brain does. Frick, which one comes first? Oh, they're numbered. Oh my god, that's so helpful. Okay. House of Hades. I really do actually like these covers now. The first one had me a little hesitant, but I'm liking them. It's kind of making it feel like you actually are growing up and it's not more like still a middle grade series. Does that make sense? Because I feel like that's what happened with like Harry Potter too. Like it just gets older as you get older. Okay. Super excited about those. Okay, let's create our myth shelf, shall we? Okay, so I got that. I got myths. I know how to display these because they're so pretty. And then kind of myth. It gave vibes. And then this is the fairy tale series I was talking to you about. That's kind of historical fiction. And then I just added the book Thief to that because that's really the only historical fiction I own. And then this shelf over here is going to be quite a variety of things. But mainly classics and mystery, and then a little bit of young adult and just things I didn't know where to put them. But yeah, so let's finish this last shelf. Okay, so I'm done organizing my shelves. The last shelf was probably the most miscellaneous thing you will literally ever see in your life. But it's okay. And I had to like really weirdly arrange things so I could put the books I've lent out on the same shelf. Things barely fit. But I'm glad that I got to display some things, and I did kind of feel bad because I displayed Of Ashes because that's like low-key my favorite book right now. In front of Lord of the Rings, which, not that this is just temporary. Everything switches around. Like, don't get me wrong, I love Lord of the Rings with all my heart. J.R.R. Tolkien, my guy, okay? But like, I'm just displaying that for right now because they were tiny books and it was a good little stand, and I don't know if I could fit Of Ashes, but I'll probably move it at some point. But I like the cover, so it's up, it's there, and you're gonna deal with it because it's my bookshelves. Okay, anyways, so yeah, thanks for coming along this journey. My tea is cold now, and I didn't get to really drink it, so I'll probably go heat it up. But yeah, so it's a fun little hangout vid. Don't say that ever again. Anyways, hey, that rhymed. Oh my gosh, my brain. Anyways, we're done. I'll give you a little final tour, and then I'll see you next time, girlies.